Spatially, I think that more and more and more is moving to handheld devices. I mean, I am sitting in front of this thing or have this thing with me, a couple hours a day, but I have my Android or my, people have iPhones, they have them with them all the time. And just taking all of this geospatial stuff and making it relevant to you while you're standing on a street corner, and it's getting better and better. We have the local search, there's the local information, and there's other partners and other companies who are really trying to bring local information right to your handheld. I'm seeing more and more augmented reality applications in a handheld. And what that means is if, maybe I hold the device flat and I see a map that has a dot, but then I pick it up and the camera turns on and it starts recognizing. Or it says, these things have compasses built in now. They have all this stuff and it says, oh, the Starbucks is behind you, dummy. Turn around, right? So really just much more local information in your hand that you can use really anywhere. Other future things, the stuff that Google kind of worries about. We have, all of our major applications are in 40 languages. So, we saw two maps examples today. One was USDA showing the TARP funding, and that probably makes sense to have it in English. Maybe 99% of the people who would be caring about TARP funding are native English speakers. The AIDS map, not so much. I would be surprised if, at least 30% of the people who would use something like that are not necessarily native English speakers. So, live translation, translate this website, have it in a different language, have it more local to the people, who might be using it from somewhere else. Or, just any website should look a little bit different in Italy than it does in France, than it does in the United States. So, more just of working on extra languages and local geospatial is something that Google is looking for. But then as far as the future goes, I don't know, there's a lot of really smart people out there in Mountain View doing who knows what. I mean, I'm personally always just surprised. Every time I go out there, it's like, wow, it's just amazing things that I see. The audacity of Google, I think, is what surprises me the most. Let's take cars and driving on every street of the world and take pictures and save it all and turn it into a road slayer. It's like, are you crazy? So anyway, that's what I've got.